So, I mean, like while I was in another session today, you went and checked out checked out PlayLink. Is that right? PlayLink. So, I mean, like I don't really know a hell of a lot about it. I mean, so what is it all about?
So Sony kind of like did a silent announcement of PlayLink just right before the press conference, where they showed all the games that we've been playing. They announced PlayLink on Twitter, and it's kind of like gone under the radar. But there was quite a big showing at E3 where they had people, about 4 media at a time, sit down in front of a TV, and you get given a Sony Xperia phone. And PlayLink is this theory that Sony want to take away the DualShock 4 and rather give you an Xperia phone, or you just use your mobile and you download the app for the game that you're playing on your TV, and anybody can play it. Up to 6 people can play the game without having to have a control in their hand. And it's kind of like this, Sony's kind of reinventing the party game. I see it as like a board game on your TV because it kind of works that way.
One of the things I have an Xperia. One of the things I really like about it is that remote play option. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if that is something that they're going to make better use of, or a more integrated use of, I think it's quite a nice idea.
Yeah, well, each game has its own app. So we played 4 games for Fanatics and Hidden Agenda and some other like game shows type game. And each game that comes out, so Supermassive is working on. If you don't know Supermassive, the guys that did Until Dawn, they're working on Hidden Agenda. So Hidden Agenda, you all like sit and you decide on the story of the game. You take parts at specific points, and the people, the more people that vote on like shooting the serial killer, that decision gets made.
It's a little bit like Cluedo, like a sort of Cluedo type game.
And then I mean, on the app itself, the app's designed really well. So on the apps itself, you can go into like your case files, you can go into the documents and see like what the character bios and read up on them. So the more you progress through the story, the more information is available in the app, which is pretty cool. That it feels like the app is part of the experience more than just like a third wheel. And the same goes for the other apps. Like the Fanatics one is a collection of mini games that, I don't know if you remember, like Crash Bandicoot had it a while ago on the PS1, where it was like a bunch of mini games where you could just play around and mess around with your friends, and there's objectives similar to Mario Party Land.
Yeah, Rabbids has had something similar with the mini games.
Yeah, so it's very similar to that, but in this case, the app it kind of like resembles the game. And one of the mini games where you rotate your phone to kind of like fly in a certain direction, or you like move so it uses all the sensors in your phone to control the character on the TV. So then again, anybody can play the game. You don't have to have the DualShock. You don't have to have a specific control in your hand. You can just play the game, and it's kind of like family oriented and party oriented at the same time.
That's quite cool. I mean, it's nice in terms of family stuff, I think. 'Cause I mean, one of the problems in my household is the lack of the right number of DualShocks. Yeah. So you've only got a limited number. And if you want to play with more people, then it does become a bit problematic.
Yeah. And it's also that everybody's got a smartphone and everybody can download the app. So those people.
So it's not limited to the Xperia?
No. So it will be out on Android and iOS. And also nice that if you have never used the DualShock before, and because a lot of people like they want to play games, but they kind of like, no, I don't know how to use the control. I mean, there are people out there like that. You can just download the app and you can play the game. You don't have to have anything fancy. You don't have to have any specific skills, because it's all like everyday use app.
Awesome. That's really cool.
So that's PlayLink. So the first PlayLink title, which is called That's You, that's releasing for free next month on July 4th for PS Plus subscribers. So it's quite smart that Sony are going to release their first big PlayLink title for free, so everybody can try it. And then
well, only if you're a PS Plus.
Yeah, 20 million or so of you can try it. And then Supermassive's Hidden Agenda is coming out in August, and then slowly we'll see what happens. Like, we'll see how Sony supports us.
Well, hopefully it takes off. It sounds like quite a cool idea.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So that's PlayLink.